Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. And just moments ago, the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo issued a tweet saying, looking forward to meeting with Kim Jong-chol in New York to discuss President Trump's potential summit with Chairman Kim. We are committed to the complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Around here at the White House, they keep using the word potential to describe the summit, but they are proceeding as if it is in place for June the 12th. President Trump met with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo today, a strategy session ahead of Pompeo's meetings in New York with North Korean Vice Chairman Kim Jong-chol, a prelude to President Trump's possible summit with Kim Jong-un.
We're continuing to prepare for the meeting between the president and the North Korean leader. As the president says, if it happens, we'll certainly be ready.
The White House says both its teams dispatched to Singapore and the DMZ over the weekend have been engaging with North Korean delegations.
The advance team led by Deputy Chief of Staff Joe Hagan met with the North Korean team in Singapore earlier today. The U.S. delegation led by Ambassador Sung Kim met with North Korean officials earlier today as well, and their talks will continue. So far, the readout from these meetings has been positive.
As he toured events at his presidential sport and fitness event today, the president contrasted the improving relations with North Korea by taking another swing at his Attorney General Jeff Sessions, after Congressman Trey Gowdy said this morning he understands the president's frustration that Sessions recused himself in the Russia investigation.
If I were the president and I picked someone to be the country's chief law enforcement officer, and they told me later, oh, by the way, I'm not going to be able to participate in the most important case in the office, I would be frustrated too. That's how I read that, is Senator Sessions, why didn't you tell me this before I picked you? There are lots of really good lawyers in the country. He could have picked someone else.
The president tweeted Gowdy's entire quote about picking someone else for Attorney General, adding in his own words, "And I wish I did." The New York Times today reported that Special Counsel Robert Mueller is looking into a March 2017 meeting President Trump had with Sessions at Mar-a-Lago, a meeting at which he reportedly asked Sessions to reverse his recusal. Sources familiar with the investigation tell Fox News Mueller never spoke about that meeting to the president's attorneys. But in his list of questions for the president, Mueller was clearly interested in the issue, asking, what did you think and what did you do regarding AG Sessions' recusal? And what efforts did you make to try to get him to change his mind and reverse? While the president was in lockstep with Gowdy over Sessions, he was at odds with the congressman over Gowdy's assertion that the FBI did nothing wrong by dispatching a confidential informant to get close to several members of the president's campaign.
I am even more convinced that the FBI did exactly what my fellow citizens would want them to do when they got the information they got, and that it has nothing to do with Donald Trump.
Press secretary today said, not so fast.
The president still has concerns about whether or not the FBI acted inappropriately, having people in his campaign. And certainly the president has concerns about the overall conduct of the FBI when it comes to this process.
And to prove that just about anything can happen here at the White House, reality television star Kim Kardashian strolled across West Executive Drive and into the White House late this afternoon. She is here for discussions with Jared Kushner on prison reform. She is also advocating for a pardon for a great-grandmother who has been imprisoned on a nonviolent drug charge since 1996. Also spotted at the White House today, Rudy Giuliani, who told the press that he has been conducting prep sessions with the president evenings this week at the White House in the event the president does decide to sit down with Robert Mueller. Brett?
A different Trump-Kim summit tonight. John, thanks.